Welcome back to The Bachelorette. Deanna tells all. When Deanna was first on the show, she had her heart broken by Bachelor Brad Womack. Becoming the Bachelorette gave her a second chance at love. But so far, it's proven to be a little more difficult than she ever expected. I know everybody's wondering, how hard was it to send Richard home? And why on earth did she send both Robert and Fred home on the 2-on-1 date? And what did the men really do that sent her over the edge? Let's find out. So, Deanna, clearly there's been a lot of drama this season. The guys that just didn't seem to work out for you. Richard.
Richard is that perfect guy that I would have been lucky to have had in my life. You know, watching it, I'm like, I'm an idiot. How could I not have something with this man?
Right.
But there was a moment when Richard had looked at me and, you know, you see him, he kind of brushes my hair back, and I knew that he wanted to kiss me at that moment. And all I could think was, I wish so badly that I wanted to kiss him back. And I knew that I couldn't fall in love with Richard. What I need to find in the person that I'm meant to be with, I don't have with you. I want you to know that it's truly breaking my heart right now, and I'm so sorry. As much as I would have loved to have kept him around the whole season and talked to him and hang out and laugh, I could not let Richard fall for me more and more.
Is this something you've learned, and I hate to bring it up again, but obviously what you went through with Brad, I mean, it's exactly what landed you in this spot to begin with.
Everybody knows, you know, that happened. Brad dumped me. We've all seen it at the beginning of every episode. And to an extent, I did feel led on by Brad, whether that romantic part was there or not. Yeah. I care about Richard. He is a wonderful man. There is no way I could have looked him in the eyes that night and given him a rose and shared a kiss with him, knowing that in the end, Richard was not going to be the one.
Another moment on the show where we saw just how serious and how emotionally involved you were with this is the barbecue down at the guy's house. It seemed like a great idea, and man, did it go horribly wrong. Tell me what happened.
I get this invitation, hey, we're gonna have a party, come down, and I'm so excited to be able to hang out with all of the guys together. Let's play, come on guys. But I felt alone. I felt like I didn't matter to any of those guys. I felt like Robert didn't care one way or the other if he was going on a date.
He went in and hid inside.
And my mind's like reeling right now.
What?
You know, you probably already have your top 3 kind of picked out.
Who told you that? Because I've never said that to anyone. I did have my final 3 picked out. And as sad as it is, Robert underestimated himself.
I'm really, really upset right now. Because right now, I should be the happiest person in the world, and you're all breaking my heart.
I was going through this, all I could think is I can't focus on the connection that Brad had with Jenny or the connection that Brad had with any of the other girls. And maybe that's where I don't understand the guys.
Right.
Maybe that's all they need to do is focus on what we have, not what I have with Graham, not what I have with Jeremy.
I know how hard it is to know that I'm going on dates with other guys, that I'm kissing other guys. I know exactly what you feel. But I'm the one here trying to figure things out, and if you guys can't handle it, go home.
I don't think up until that point the guys understood that I'm serious. This is not a joke to me. And for me to put all of this effort into it, I feel like these guys should do the same. And that day, I did not feel like they were doing the same.
So I can feel you getting emotional again about this.
Yeah, it's hard. And even to watch that on television.
Yeah, how was that?
You know, I'm sitting there with my friends and my family, and they're upset because I'm crying. This is supposed to be the happiest time of my life. I'm hopefully finding my husband.
You probably don't want to be that girl either. You're watching, you're like, oh, I didn't want to do that.
All I wanted was these guys to open up to me. For Graham to show me that he cared. For Brian to make the effort to get to know me. And yeah, I mean, it hurts now to even think about that day. And I don't feel like all of these guys who are trying to be my husband should be breaking my heart. And that's exactly how I felt that day. I had a broken heart.
Another stunning moment on this show was the 2-on-1 date with Fred and Robert. Tell me about that date.
I had fun with both guys. I mean, they're great guys. How could you not have fun?
Right.
Yeah. But when I sat down and had my one-on-one time with Robert, how are you feeling?
Can I kiss you?
Oh, maybe here.
That works.
That works. And then when Robert went in to kiss me, I mean, I didn't know what to do. It wasn't a romantic situation.
Right.
We had a disagreement. I just wasn't feeling it for Robert. And that moment, I knew that Robert was not the one for me. I had to send him home.
Tonight, I obviously didn't have the recipe for that.
I will say that rewatching Robert's exit was even harder for me because I did not realize he cared so much.
I just can't believe I misread the connection so badly.
That was hard to see him be upset, to be heartbroken, to cry. It just wasn't there, and I don't understand where Robert thought it was there.
Okay, so Robert leaves. You're walking back inside. We are all watching this going, oh, great, Fred's about to get the rose, and Fred's thinking, hey, I'm the guy.
Well, when I let Robert go, the hard part for me is that I knew that Fred thought he was going to stay. I think you're one of the best men here. And I'm so sorry. I simply do not see forever with you and I.
It would have been very easy, and no one would have blamed you if you had just given Fred a rose. He can stay another episode. He's a great guy. No one would blame you, and just, kind of keep it going, just so it wouldn't be so tough. You could have easily done that.
That would have been coward-like. I had to send Fred home because I'm not going to lead him on. He's a wonderful person, and he does not deserve that.
Good luck. Okay?
No, sorry.
That's okay. You can't feel anything different than you're supposed to, okay?
Sending both guys home, I think people took it as a very good move by you to stand up and do the right thing for what seemed to be the right reasons.
I hope the viewers and the fans and everyone who supports me and the rest of the guys out there see that I'm doing the right thing.
Up next,
Where's Mommy?
it's a special at-home visit with America's favorite Bachelor family.
I think that Deanna's doing a really good job of being open and honest with her emotions.
And then, it's Deanna's final 6 like you've never seen them before.
My father did play professional football, but I wasn't like him.
I like some of the nicer things in life. I have a closet full of name brands. I love cars. And Deanna's going to have to accept that there's going to be another very important woman in my life. Hi, Mama. I think that you can tell a lot by a man by the way he treats his mom.
Welcome back to a special edition of The Bachelorette, Deanna Tells All. Well, Deanna is down to her final 6 men, and it's beginning to look like she'll get her fairy tale ending after all. Maybe even following the footsteps of America's favorite Bachelorette couple, Trista and Ryan. Today, Trista and Ryan are still happily married and are the proud parents of a beautiful baby boy named Max. Let's take a special look at our first Bachelor family at home in Vail, Colorado.
Trista and I met each other on The Bachelorette, but our relationship has grown and blossomed since the show. It's getting stronger every day.
I love Vail. I love having a firefighter as a husband, especially a really sexy one like Ryan. I love being able to be a stay-at-home mom. I'm just in love with my life.
But Trista had to earn her happy ending.
Being on The Bachelor is totally crazy and weird. Alex saying a couple days before that he was going to choose me, and then he didn't.
I've enjoyed every moment that we've spent together, but I don't think that we are meant to spend our lives together.
The rejection was awful. I was totally heartbroken, bawling my eyes out. I, of course, thought the world was over.
And like Deanna, Trista got a second chance at love.
Going back to when they first asked me to be the Bachelorette, I was ecstatic. And then, of course, I have 25 guys walking out of limos and saying, hi, I'm so-and-so, I want to meet you, which was so incredibly cool. The first night, I was definitely attracted to Ryan. He came out of the limo, and I thought to myself, for sure, this is a guy I'm going to have to keep my eye on.
And more than 20 million watched as this happy couple got married.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
It was a fabulous event. I'm still amazed and feel incredibly lucky, and we have a baby to show for it now. My biggest dream in life has always been to be a mom. I'm so gonna be the typical soccer mom. We love our little boy. Do you want to go on a walk?
Max is just indescribable.
Ah, he's so awesome.
Max is the biggest thing that's ever happened to me in my life. You just can't comprehend how amazing it makes you feel when you've got this little guy who sees you or hears you walk into the room and just gets this scrunched up smiley face and knows that you're his daddy and just can't wait for you to pick him up.
Hi, smiley face.
Hi. We're words don't exist to describe that bond. It's just a really magical thing to have him in our lives.